Hey everybody, this is Kay back at it with a new blog. Today I want to talk about will debt keep you working? But before we get started, press like if you like my video, subscribe if you can. Also, I want to give out a heartfelt to Ukraine. Russia did exactly what they said they wouldn't do. They attacked Ukraine. First, they took over a couple of regions, and then they just said, what the hell, we're going all the way now. So, do you trust a snake? Never trust a snake, because a snake is going to do what? A snake will bite you. So, all the rhetoric President Russia said that he wouldn't do, he did. So, my heart goes out to Ukraine. Hopefully, there won't be a lot of casualties. In most wars, there are casualties. So it's just a wait and see at this moment. Okay. Can debt keep you working? Yes. And here's a few things that can keep you working. One is if you work in a low-wage job. If you work in a low-wage job, it's probably hard for you just to pay the rent, let alone try to save money. Student loan debt. If you got student loan debt, that can keep you working if you don't pay it off before you retire. Now, student loan debt is good and it's bad. It's good if you can apply it in your work life. It's bad if you don't. Credit card debt. Credit card debt has been around since the beginning of time. Credit card debt keeps you spending because it's so convenient. That card is right in your back pocket. So you reach for it before you reach for cash, which you should reach for the cash first, because cash is going to keep you in your budget because you only got so much of that to spend. So cash really would be the way to go. But most people use their credit cards and their debit cards, mainly credit cards. High rents. It's not a day go by that you don't look on TV or on the internet. People are complaining about the rents are just going through the roof. Now, how do you deal with that? If you're on low income or you already got a lot of debt, you don't have a lot of wiggle room. If the landlord or management company decide to go up $200 to $400 to $500 on you, that's a really big hit. Next is if you got a big mortgage. If you got something that's big, that's hard to pay off in case you get laid off or you get fired or for whatever reason you lose your job, it might be hard to pay a big mortgage. So you're in the long run, you'll probably lose the property. The next thing is car notes. Car notes are big these days. The average SUV, I read that it's like $700 or more just for an SUV. And, in tough times, who can really afford that type of payment, let alone putting gas in it and the upkeep? The next one is excessive spending. Well, you know how that works. You look at the commercials on TV, they so enticing. They make you want to spend money. I know it makes me want to spend money. The only thing to keep me from spending money, I don't have any money. But if I did, I'd probably be spending me some money. The next one is not having a plan. You just willy-nilly out there just spending and just doing your thing, but not really keeping track of what you're spending and what you're doing. And that can sneak up on you and be a problem. The next one is not having a budget. You gotta have a budget. You gotta be your own business. You right at the top how much money you got coming in, and then you figure out what's going out, and then how much do you have left over, if anything. But if you don't, you'll probably wind up getting a second job. The next one is not saving. People say, well, I can't save. I don't have any money to save. But you know, what I had to do was one, stop drinking, stop smoking cigarettes, and partying. Right there is gonna save you some money, and taking your lunch to work, or fixing your lunch, or not eating out as much. Because fast food is very expensive these days. When's the last time you went to go get a Big Mac? It was almost $10. You know, so it's very expensive to eat out. The average eat out for one person is almost $10 or more. So if you got a family of four, that's $40. God forbid if you got more than four. So that's another thing that eats up the money, is eating out instead of eating in. Don't get me wrong. We were born in debt. We're gonna die in debt. You know, when you die, somebody got to pay for your funeral if you didn't make any plans for it. Hopefully, you did the right thing by them and you got some insurance and they know where everything is. So this way, you're not a burden at death. But those are the things, in my opinion, that can keep you in debt. Now, what could you do about it? Well, you can plan on paying everything off now. So if you do want to sit down, you can. That's what happened to me. You know, if when I decided to sit down, if I had a big rent to pay or a mortgage to pay, I couldn't sit down. I would have to keep working, period. But I managed to pay off my house, so I'm okay for now. And if I do have to work, it'll be just to make a few dollars, not a lot of dollars, and then I can sit back down. So that's what you pretty much want to do while you have time, is pay down debt, get you some type of shelter, pay off that car payment, and then just try to save a few dollars. You know, if you can do that, you'd be better off if you did nothing. So that's all I have for you. Press like if you like my video. Subscribe if you can. Again, this is K with another blog. Have a great day.